Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Sansa and Jeff, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Sansa's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Jeff is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and let go on the training collar. That is the second piece of equipment that we're using. You're going to be taught how to use that equipment properly during your follow-up training session tomorrow. Now she is sitting very nicely and calmly at Jeff's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Sansa, heel.
Sansa, heel.
Now at this point Sansa has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with Jeff when walking. We're not doing this outside because it's too cold and the sun is going down, so we don't get as good picture quality. But you can see that you can practice with her even in small areas in the house. When Jeff stops his feet, she sits automatically and waits for her next command. The next command that Jeff is going to demonstrate is the sit stay. She got an itch.
Stay.
The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command.
Stay.
The long sit stay, when you're practicing at home, you're going to start out at about a minute and you're going to slowly work up to 3. Jeff dropped the leash and backed away from her. When he returns to her, he returns back to heel position where they started, and she's ready to get her another command, and you see her looking up at Jeff for direction, and he'll heel her out of that. She tries really hard, and a lot of times she's thinking ahead of you, so she's focusing on what's coming next versus what she's doing now, and so that's when she makes her mistakes.
Stay. No, stay.
Now this time Jeff will call her out of that.
Sansa, come. Sansa, come. Sansa, come.
If she doesn't come, he grabs the leash and makes her come.
Good. That was very good. I'm proud of you. Sansa, heel.
And then she goes back to heel position. That was quite the sit. You're going to leave her on another sit stay, and we'll demonstrate that recall again for you. So you do use her name. Don't get overly excited when you call her.
Sansa, come. That's it. No. Sit. There you go.
Now he corrected her because she didn't sit right away. And it should be no sit.
Sansa, heel.
But if you notice, her whole demeanor is much calmer. She's much more focused, paying attention. Now this time Jeff is going to demonstrate the down from a heel position. So with her seated at your left, left open palm straight down toward the ground, on the one-word command to down and then stay.
Down. Stay.
The long down stay, when you're practicing at home, you can practice right in your living room, is start out at about 1.5 to 2 minutes and work slowly up to 5. And you're lengthening out your time and your distance. You're soon going to be able to drop your leash consistently, because we've done it here and she's held it, but she's not consistent yet with it. Now Jeff will heel her out of that, and he'll demonstrate that again for you. And this video is to be used for when you're practicing at home. And you can put YouTube right on your TV and watch her on the big screen.
Down. Stay. Stay.
And this is teaching Sansa self-control. She had none when she got here. So this is such a huge improvement that she has enough self-control to hold a down stay with the leash clearly dropped, and she knows he doesn't have it. And a nice recall with the leash down. Very nicely done.
That's it. Yeah, you're cheating. That's why.
Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is her go to place. So Jeff takes her on the other side of the room from her mat.
Stay. Stay. No, stay. Go to place.
She goes to her mat and sits.
No.
Well, she should go to her mat and sit.
We're gonna do that again. Sunset. Yep. Okay.
She sat right on the edge of the mat, but that's really not what we wanted her to do. So we're going to do that again for you. So you just get a mat that she identifies. She is a visual for her.
And you stay. No, stay. Sunset, place. Go to place. Stay. Sunset, come.
Good. Now I know that you're very proud of Sansa and what she has accomplished while she's been here at school. She's a challenging girl and she's got a ton of energy. But I think that if you learn how to keep your tone kind of even and your body language kind of not excited, she feeds off of that, and she's done a really good job. We've enjoyed having her. She's a lovely girl, and we will see you tomorrow.